Hey, so I thought I'd come on here and do a morning skincare routine video, much requested by some of my friends, and so I thought I got nothing else better to do. So let's do go through my little morning routine. I am not a skincare expert at all, but I have worked in the beauty industry for several years now, and I'm a beauty junkie, skincare junkie, and just over the years I've done my own, I guess, research and just found out what works for me. I also have, I think, pretty good genes. I can thank my parents for good skin and all that, but I have been pretty religious about taking care of my skin since probably my mid-20s. So let's just get started, and I'll show you kind of how I get ready every morning. And just what I've kind of learned over the years to just have a good morning routine. First things first, what I do when I wake up is I put my contacts in because I'm blind, I can't see. And so that's what I did first thing before I went on camera here. Another important thing is a washcloth. I use a brand new washcloth every day, and I use a washcloth to wash my face, remove product. I don't do the water splashy thing. I don't know if you have heard of Caroline Hirons, but she's kind of like my beauty guru person that I've kind of watched over the years, and she always says that this is probably the best way to wash your face because you do get a little bit of exfoliation from doing this, and if you ask me, you don't make as much of a mess by splashing water all over your face every morning. So anyways, I have probably over 7 of these, and I use a fresh one every day. So that's kind of my little insight with that. Okay, so what I like to do is wash my face with a really gentle cleanser first thing in the morning, and for me, it's probably going to be this one every morning, which is the Cereve Hydrating Facial Cleanser. It's just really gentle, creamy, doesn't dry your skin out, because first thing in the morning I'm not taking off makeup, I'm just, kind of cleansing any oil or residual, night cream or whatever from the night before, and just kind of getting a fresh start. So I like this for that reason, and I love using these little silicone, I don't know, I got this at like Sephora, they're really cheap. I have a couple of them. One goes in my travel bag, and one is here that I stick to the side of the sink, and I use it every morning. Just do a squirt like that, the cleanser, and just do a nice little rub down. We're not doing like any deep exfoliation or cleansing, really. This is just something that kind of feels good, probably gets a little bit of some circulation and all of that. So just rub that over, rinsey rinsey. This is a really attractive look. And then water shouldn't be too hot, because something I learned the hard way, I think, is that if you use water that's too hot, you can actually exacerbate like broken capillaries and stuff like that, and it's just not good for your skin. So try to use something that's a little bit like lukewarm, and then just rinsing, getting all that off. Try not to be too aggressive, which I'm kind of guilty of. All right, I might have a little bit of like residual mascara from yesterday, but not too bad. That's it, and I rinse that off. And so my next step every morning is I use my NuFace. Some people might think this is a little extra, but it makes me feel like my skin is a little bit more tightened and muscles a little more toned, and I really do think I see a difference using it every single morning. And I don't use it exactly the way the tutorials tell you, so I'm just going to take you through how I use mine. I have a little thing of Aloe. It comes with like this gel that you can buy that comes with the NuFace, but it's kind of expensive, and since I'm doing this every day and I use so much, aloe vera gel works just as well, and it's freaking cheap, so that's what I do. So I'm just going to put it a thin layer, concentrating on the areas that I really want to focus on. I like to put this a thin layer all over my skin because I am going to do this for several minutes and I don't want my skin to dry out while I'm doing this. So this is where I like to concentrate, which is my jawline, under the chin. I do a little bit here on my forehead, but I don't do it a lot on my forehead. Oh man, there's a hair. I hate that. It's one of the things about it is that this aloe will get your hair just stuck to your face. I don't like to do it a lot on my forehead. I'm sure that's different for everyone, like what you like to focus on. It's like, I'm gonna take the time out to do this. I'm gonna focus on the areas that are really important to me. So, get this puppy started. And it has different settings. This is the mini, by the way. It's the cheapie, and I've been using this for a couple of years. Works like a champ, knock on wood. Didn't just jinx myself, but and I use it all the way up on the highest setting, so a couple of clicks all the way up, and it does this beeping to let you know to count like the time that you're using it. And what they tell you to do is to kind of do this slowly and methodically, and you just do it for 3 counts and then move to the next section. I don't do that. I do it a little faster, and I do it for 6 counts, which is double the time. And I focus first on this under the chin area, like this. Keep going way up and away like this. And I'm gonna do one more. All right, and then I'm gonna move to my jawline. So I start with just the under of the jawline here. And it's like, I feel like this is a combination of massage and this microcurrent stimulation. And so I'm just focusing on this area I kind of want to lift, if you know what I mean. That. And then I switch it to this. So now I'm on that same area, but I've moved it like this. And some people do it like this. I've seen Lisa Eldridge do it this way, but I tend to push it like that. Just keep going. You can go slower if you want. Your stomach's probably gonna grow. And I think that's 6 right there. I'm not really keeping the best count right now. That, and then I move up to just underneath the eye and along the cheekbone. And it's just an upward movement. And I go, like I said, a little bit faster, but I'm doing it a little bit longer. Keep going. I know this is going to be boring, but I'm just taking you through. This is how long my morning routine takes, how much I invest in doing this. And so people have always wondered, this is what it looks like. I think that was 5. So just keep going. This is good for if you have like sheet marks, you know, pillowcase marks on your face. Up and away. That. All right, now we're going to move to the other side. So again, along that jawline here. And just gently, I'm not pushing too hard. Just like that. Just keep going. And then we're going to switch to do that little sideways thing like this. And just keep going. It's one of those things you just gotta put the time in here. It doesn't take that long. I think this is like around like 6-7 minutes. I'm not sure what number I'm on. I'm gonna go just this one last one here. All right, then I'll come up here. And we'll do 6 on this side here. I'm just trying to like lift. Keep going. This is 5. And 6. Okay, we're almost done here. And then what I like to do is move up here, and I just do the middle of my forehead, and I only do this like 3 times because, like I said, I don't do my whole forehead. Okay, and it's done anyways. So now what I do is, if I have extra time, so that's just like, okay, I'm gonna do my NuFace really quick and I'm out the door kind of thing. But if I have extra time in the morning, I will take this and do my lips. I will put some of the aloe. God, there is a hair and it is like, are you kidding me right now? Ah, okay, got it. I will take some aloe, put it on my lips, and I do like this flicking motion because I saw a video online of doing it like this, and then I just run it across my lips, and it's really just to kind of get that collagen and stimulation across the top of my lip, because that's one of the areas I'm trying to focus on. And then I'll also do underneath my chin a few more times too, just to kind of get that kind of stimulated and going. But that's what I just did just now. That's just like my go-to daily thing. And when I'm done, I just take the washcloth, wipe it clean. Make sure there's no residual aloe on the machine. Plug it back in so it charges and it's ready to use tomorrow morning. So I'm going to do a rinse off of this aloe off of my face here. And like I said, lukewarm water. Just going to rinse all the residual off. And since I put it all over my face, I feel like my skin doesn't get dried out waiting for me to, move on to the next step in my routine. So I'm gonna rinse that. And then that is it for having to use the washcloth. It's all rinsed. And I'm gonna hang this puppy up. See if I can get that hair out of my eye that is like still there. Ah, I think I got it. And so I just hang it up, let it air dry, and I will use it again tonight when I'm getting ready for bed. And I'll do another video with my nighttime routine so you guys can see that as well. And then I am seriously gonna lose it. Okay, there we go. Got it. All right, so my next step, and this is something I do every other day. I don't do it every day, but I have a microneedling roller. And I think I did this yesterday, but I'll just show you. I roll it up and down like this. And kind of go all over my face, up and down. I especially concentrate on these little areas here because I have some pigmentation that I've really been working on trying to get it to go away. And it actually has faded a little bit in the past few weeks since I've moved to Seattle because there's less sun. And I really think it's made a difference. And then I go over that same area back and forth this way. Boop, boop, boop. Do, do, do. Between the eyebrows, right there. And that's it. And then what I do is set it off the side because I'm going to clean this with alcohol. But really quick, what I like to do is add my serum on top of it. So a serum I've been using past few weeks that I'm really liking is The Ordinary. This is the Buffet Copper Peptides 1%. I was using just the regular Buffet, and then I upgraded to this one, and I'm really liking it. It's pretty cool. It's blue. How cool is that? But anyways, it does seem to really make a difference in the texture of my skin, firmness, all that. And what I really noticed is I put it on my lips now. I didn't used to do this with serums. I kind of neglected my lips, and now I make sure that it goes everywhere. Access goes down onto the neck. And as Caroline Hirons would say, take it to the tits, but I usually take it onto my chest here. And that is it. So that's my first serum, which is the Peptides. And so while that's kind of sinking in and settling into my skin, I clean my Microneedling tool. So I just take some rubbing alcohol and a little cotton pad, and this also just gives me something to do while I'm waiting for my serum to like sink in. So I just roll that over the cotton pad, clean it. Oh, there's some fuzzy stuck to it, but that's all right. And then put it back in its case so that it's sanitized and ready for the next time I use it. And like I said, I don't use it every single day. I use it every other day. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to use it. I'm sure some people use it every day. I just kind of feel like it maybe is a little harsh for me to use it every day. So I'm gonna toss this. And then what I like to do is like floss my teeth, just do some things to really like give some time for that serum to set. I like to give it at least a minute to like sink in before I apply another serum. And the next serum that I'm gonna use is another Ordinary product. I just like their products. They're really affordable, and if you do the research, which I kind of like the fact that this brand almost makes its customers do research into these ingredients to figure out what you want to use. But I think maybe for some people who just want to take one serum and not do the research, then this probably isn't the brand for you. But for me, I really like educating myself and being able to kind of make my own concoctions and stuff like that. And so that's what The Ordinary is kind of great about. So alpha Arbutin 2%, it really helps with pigmentation. So like I said, for these spots that I have here, I have some pigmentation through here, and even on my lip line, like just on my lip line, I started noticing a couple of spots. That might be melasma though, I'm not sure. But it's like spotty, that's why I didn't think it was. But I've been using this there just in case to see if it will work. And so just a little dropper full on my hand like that. And then just like the other one, but I like to concentrate it like where like discoloration is, where that pigmentation is. And so there, top of the lip. And then like I said, take it down under the neck, and then access of it right there, and then let it be. So what I would normally do, like I said, floss and brush my teeth right now while this is sinking in before I put on my moisturizer. But I'm just gonna kind of let it sink in for a little bit while I talk to you guys. So that's like my everyday routine that I do when I get up. Contacts, then I do the gentle cleanser with Cereve. I love their products. They're really gentle, they don't irritate, and you can find them at the drugstore. They're not expensive. I think that's like a big theme for me, is I don't spend tons of money on skincare. It's hard for me to do that. Maybe I'm, kind of frugal in that way, but I'm not into just spending all my money on crazy overpriced designer, I think skincare, nowadays you can find really, really good stuff for a reasonable price, and there's just no reason to break the bank on some crazy skincare unless you can afford it. Then freaking go for it. Have fun, you know what I mean? It's up to you. This is just my own personal preference. So once that is really nicely soaked in, I love face mists, and this one by Pixi, the Rose Glow Mist, I really like. It just, I don't know, I just feel like kind of wakes up and freshens my skin, and I like to have a little extra layer of moisture before I put on my daily moisturizer. So a little bit of that. Ooh, smells like roses, and I usually don't like the way rose smells, but this stuff doesn't bother me, so. And again, you can get this at Target. It's affordable. I use it just that few little pumps every day. It lasts me a long time. And then what I like to do while that's still a little bit, you know, still kind of wet on my skin, I go into my moisturizer. Now, I don't use a separate moisturizer and SPF. I use one that's combined. That's because I use an SPF every day, 365 days a year. I don't care if I'm not leaving the house or not, I put SPF on. I'm an SPF freak. And I've been wearing a high SPF on my face since like my early 20s. And I swear it is the #1 anti-aging product you can possibly use. It's what I think has kept my skin looking good for years, is that I use a ton of SPF and I put a lot on. So I like to make sure that I'm getting good coverage, and #1 important, cross your lips. Put it on your mouth, because you don't want that discoloration or wrinkling happening along your lip line. Put it on around my eyelids, down onto the neck, and onto that high décolleté right here, because this can get sun really easily. And that is it. That is my moisturizer and SPF in one. I love this product. It's the Aveeno Protect and Hydrate 50. They have a 70, and I've tried it, but the texture is not good. This one actually feels like a moisturizer that happens to have SPF in it, and it's sweat and water resistant, and it doesn't break me out. It's a great product. You can find it at Target. It works, it does the job, and I love it for my daily moisturizer. So that is it. That's what I do for skincare in the morning. And if I hadn't been talking and describing everything, I mean, it takes like, what, 15 minutes for me to get ready and do all of that stuff. So it's not an insane amount of time, and it's just what I do every day to make sure that my skin is prepped and ready. And then, like I said, I'll do another video maybe later on this week and show you guys what my evening routine is. And show you some other products that I use for that. And yeah, so that's it. Please give me some feedback. Let me know if this was interesting to you or not. Yes, I cut my hair. Well, I didn't cut it. A really talented stylist cut it because I had like 3 hairs left, like down here, and so she cut it off. So anyways, yeah, that is it. That is my morning skincare routine. Give me some feedback. Let me know some other stuff you guys want to see. And like I said, I'll do an evening routine for you guys as well. And I'll also do some makeup tutorials with those new palettes that I bought. I don't know if you guys saw my post, but I bought some new palettes. And I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. So give me some feedback, guys. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you thought of this. And have a great day.